Hi, it's One Invisible Songstress, and I do have a new song today. The song is called Better Than Silver or Gold, and the words in Hebrew will be explained underneath the video. Don't superficially gain the world and lose your soul. Torah wisdom is better than silver or gold. What is so great about this materialistic and hedonistic world anyway, except for the fact that Hashem put us here for a specific purpose, and we need to overcome and rise above the finite pleasures of this world. Use our time wisely in this physical realm, as it passes by so quickly like the blink of an eye, and before you know it, it is gone. Goodbye. We were given a holy divine spark of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the soul, and it needs to be in charge and keeps things under control, because if you let the body take over and run amok, chas v'shalom, you're messing with your good fortune, and there will be a heavy price to pay, which unfortunately you can't get out of once you reach Olam HaEmet. It is only here on this earthly plane where those who focus on their career, how much money they make, and how many cars, watches, home, and jewelry they have, that are living life as soldiers of the yetzer, hara, to enjoy every moment to the fullest and not regret any of the choices they make, even if they negated the Borei Olam Creator and turned a quote deaf ear to the words and commandments, Ahava Torah, do they not know? That Torah is infinitely more precious and priceless, better than silver or gold. The pure genius and wisdom of the all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-present Almighty, who can never think to replace his holy book with something man-made that is finite, futile, and full of mistakes, as they are here today and gone tomorrow, and will feel the wrath and eternal grief and sorrow, as only Aveenu She'ba'shamsyim is there on the front lines, trying to rally his troops, meaning us, the Jews, to do teshuvah, and anyone else who wants to follow, including righteous Gentiles who keep the 7 laws of Noah, the Noahide laws. Don't take that minimal satisfaction that you get from worldly pleasures and put it on high pedestal, but leave the maximal spiritual reward you can achieve by learning Torah and doing mitzvot, and treat it like a black sheep or stepchild. Give Hashem Yitbarach more credit as the creator of all creations. I know he knows you better than you know yourself, even if you boast or brag to the world. It is my strength, my power, and my abilities that made this happen. You will pay dearly for your chutzpah, for even the slightest thought or idea that you have some brilliance that can exceed or surpass those of Hashem, because you're only functioning due to the loving kindness and benevolence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he can snatch that gift and take it back at any second without prior notification, because he is, so to speak, fed up, and you had so many chances to quote, toe the line, but you missed the train. And then it will be as if you pull out your hair in utter despair due to the shame, pain, and embarrassment. You scream, you cry, you shout, you beg, you plead, but it is all for naught, as you didn't heed the warnings when the GPS was saying, quote, recalculate, when you were still in the, quote, driver's seat, and you chose which direction to go, because it was the more popular one, even if it truly made no sense and we're following all the nonsense. So now you think you can do penitence. Your soul has already, quote, left the building and is rising above the ceiling, going to the outer reaches of this world, beyond the galaxies, planets, and cosmos, and you can no longer taste, touch, walk, talk, and smell, as you are no longer in human form, and no one can cast a spell to take you out of your hell in the world of truth. If only you used the abilities and talents Hashem gave you for learning Torah, observing mitzvot, doing good deeds, and earning your just rewards. But now, sad as it is to say, you must face the cold hard facts, and no one is to blame but yourself, as you chose to leave the Torah on the shelf for so many years, building up a pile of cobwebs and dust. So now you want to complain and say how stupid you were and why you did not trust the words of the holy prophets like Yeshaya, Yirmiyah, and Yechezkel, among others. And in this generation, the rabbis that only speak the HaEmet, like Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi Elon Anava, and Rabbi Aaron Reuven, see below this video the names and links to their websites. So you tell me if you have an answer, even though it is obvious to me you don't, especially if it comes from anything man-made and outside the framework of Hashem, I say, don't superficially gain the world and lose your soul. Torah wisdom is better than silver or gold. Thanks for listening, one invisible songstress.